It was an ordinary summer night in 1986, when a young woman walked home and disappeared into the darkness. No one saw what happened. No one heard her cries. For decades, her family lived with unanswered questions. Investigators chased shadows, but the truth stayed hidden, until one microscopic trace of DNA revealed the face of a killer living in plain sight. Her name was Laura Bennett, just 19 years old, a college freshman who dreamed of becoming a journalist. She was adventurous, full of life, and deeply loved by her family. But on that August evening, Laura never made it home. Laura left a friend's house shortly after 10 p.m. The walk to her apartment was less than half a mile. She never arrived. The next morning, her parents filed a missing persons report. Panic spread through town. 2 days later, hikers found Laura's body hidden in tall grass near a creek. She had been assaulted and strangled. The small town of Fairview was shaken to its core, and the search for her killer began. Investigators interviewed neighbors, classmates, even strangers passing through town. They collected fibers, prints, and blood samples. But in the 1980s, DNA technology was primitive. The evidence didn't point to anyone. Every lead ran dry. The town lived in fear. Parents kept daughters home after dark. Friends walked in groups. As months became years, Laura's case went cold. Time moved on. Detectives retired. Families aged. But Laura's parents never gave up. They wrote letters to the police every year, begging for the case to be reopened. We just wanted answers. We wanted to know who took her from us. For decades, silence, until science finally caught what the human eye had missed. In 2021, cold case detectives reopened Laura's file. From her clothing, they recovered a trace DNA sample. For decades, it meant nothing. But with modern genealogy tools, it could now reveal everything. The DNA was uploaded into a genealogy database. Weeks later, success. The sample matched to distant relatives of the killer, and detectives closed in. The shocking twist. Dramatic pause. Camera pans across a quiet suburban house. Narrator. The trail led to Thomas Reed, a man who had lived just 3 doors down from Laura in 1986. He was a neighbor, a trusted face, a husband and father. For 35 years, he hid in plain sight. Police reenactment. Flashing lights, handcuffs clicking. Narrator. When detectives confronted him, Thomas denied everything. But the DNA told a different story. After decades of freedom, Thomas Reed was arrested and charged with Laura Bennett's murder. For 35 years, Laura's family waited for justice. The pain of not knowing never faded. But one preserved strand of DNA and the persistence of investigators finally brought the truth to light. This case reminds us, time does not erase the truth, and justice, though delayed, will always find a way.